Testando. Só um instante, pessoal. Good evening, guys. Testing audio. My connection is not so good. Let's see if we can make it work. So, is there anyone? Here on the chat inside Bastter.com, they are not showing how many subscribers. I don't know why. Anyway, can you please check audio if audio is fine? And also, hello, Márcio. Good evening. Can someone please check if my audio is okay? I'm gonna try to make something here. Just a second. Okay, thank you very much, Márcio. Here says there are some spectators on YouTube here. Okay, thank you, mais misses. It's not showing how many people here on Bastter.com. Anyway, I'll check with Gustavo later. Thank you for being here. Let's see if we can make it work with this connection. I had some problems with the first. Anyway, let's give it a shot. If it goes down, I apologize in advance, okay guys? So anyway, let's keep going. Let's see if I can make this work here. Just a second. Yes, like this, it's enough. I don't need this anymore. I just need this information here because I had some trouble. Okay. So guys, just a second. Here is the chat. Okay guys, so let me introduce myself. My name is Marcelo. We are here in today is Monday, May 25th at 7 p.m. sharp, okay? Thank you very much for your participation and collaboration. Just remember, you guys can ask me anything. Let me introduce myself. My name is Marcelo. I'm the consultant of this area, Vai Lá e Fala. We are here most of all to improve our English. Okay, that's why this chat it's gonna be in English. So you guys, I'm gonna ask you guys to address me in English. Okay. So like always, I like to talk just a little bit about the Angels of Bastter. These are the project that we have of donations. So if you guys have any interest in making donations through Bastter.com, we have some projects here. The first one, we help cats and dogs from the street. The second one, we help a judo athlete to train and to compete. Okay, this is the one that I am the manager. And we already paid for 2 kids to study on the year 2020, and the expectation is 2021 we'll be able to pay for more kids. Okay, so you guys can check it out. Drops frame here, but we're still on. So guys, today we are gonna keep talking about the companies. Okay, here are the stocks that we last month, and today our first company is gonna be BlackRock. Okay, so let me open here. BlackRock is gonna be our first company, but before that I would like to talk a little bit about investing abroad. Okay guys, just because it's a little bit in fashion right now with this corona crisis. The Brazilian stock market had a big crash on the past month, and the dollar is exploding, right guys? So I'm just talking about making investments abroad. But if you don't have if you don't have the right guidance, the right orientation, you're gonna lose money as much as you'd be losing here. Okay, so I think it's something important for us to talk a little bit. Okay, let's see if there's any questions. Okay, so guys, a little bit that I would like to talk about. The first thing on investing abroad, of course, diversification. I think you guys already know this because it's our risk control, right? And of course, on the top of that, you're gonna have a currency protection as well, right? Because you're gonna be making investments. Oops, sorry guys. Make dollar investments. So this is the main reason to invest abroad. Okay guys, so because if you stay here in Brazil, guys, you won't be able to build a big portfolio, right guys? For example, I think here you can find like 30-40 companies that it's viable to be a shareholder. I believe, of course, it's going to depend on your criteria, but I don't think more of that. I don't know. We have a very poor stock market, right guys? So over there, for example, here in Brazil, B3, we have 400 companies. NICE, Nasdaq, we have around 6,000 companies. So over there, if you take the same criteria here and go over there, you're going to be able to be a shareholder of 100 companies, 200 companies. So of course, your diversification is going to be much better, and your risk control is going to be more for you, and you're going to have the currency protection, right guys? So, but before that, you're going to have to follow the Bastter philosophy, I guess, to know that you're going to make investments to accumulate equity, to build wealth for the future. You won't be needing anybody. Okay guys, so I think this is something very important. And before we go to the first company, I'd like to see this fact here, because it's amazing guys how everybody, of course, I think a lot of people it's coming to Bastter.com nowadays because they've seen somewhere that it's a place that you're going to have all the information you need to make investments abroad. So it's something that I think it's able to a lot of people, a lot of new subscribers for Bastter.com. But people don't like to read the fact, right, guys? They frequently ask questions and stop opening topics about the same things. I think it's important to talk a little bit about this fact here. Characteristics that it's necessary for investing abroad. The first one, your assets is gotta be custodied on a broker that is part of the FINRA and SIPC. Of course, those are the regulation organization over there. The second one, you're gonna be able to send money from any account in your name, of course, in any country, from any institution that you want. So, and number three, it's about the same thing. This number two is to send the money. Number three is to withdraw the money, your assets, right, guys? So this is something very important. And the last one, to make investments in companies REITs, obviously you're gonna have to do that directly with no intermediary. Okay, so ADR make any sense? Okay, but number two and number three, I'd like to make one comment about here, because there is a very famous that has a correlation, I think, with the XP Investments, which is the biggest broker here in Brazil, that make investments abroad. But this broker doesn't fulfill number two and number three. I think to become a client of this broker and to send money and to receive money, you're gonna have to open an account on the bank that this broker says. So anyway, it doesn't fit this criteria. Gonna be something very restricted. I don't think it's interesting. Okay, guys. And it's the same that the Drive Wealth, which was a broker that was recommended here by Bastter.com, is closing its doors. It's changing the way they work, and you have to migrate your assets to another broker. And this company was a partnership from this one. So anyway, this you gotta check it out about these characteristics. Later on, we are gonna have the tutorial to open accounts from many brokers. So for example, Charles Schwab, Interactive Brokers, Passfolio, Score Priority, and TD Ameritrade. I believe all of them today have no cost in transactions, trade transactions. Okay, but there are a few brokers that you need to have a minimum money transfer in the beginning. Okay, for example, Charles Schwab, I believe you're gonna have to transfer. So it is a lot of money for beginners. So you gotta evaluate that. Okay. Anyway, I think everything here is okay. We're still going. Let's see if there's any questions. No questions so far. So guys, let's analyze the first company, BlackRock. If you guys have any questions, feel free to do it, okay? We're still good to go. So guys, first company, BlackRock. What do we have here to see? So BlackRock, 25 years as a public company, okay? Highly consistent profits, highly consistent EPS growth, low leverage or debt-free company. Before that, let's check out the comment by Woya here, a quick by Woya. So BlackRock is an asset management. It's the biggest one in the world. Manages over 7 trillion assets. It's a very big equity. Anyway, the improvement of the world economy, especially most interest of the investors in relation to investment funds related to low cost, have provided a big expansion from this company. Anyway, let's go to the numbers of BlackRock. Okay, let's go to the full board here, just a second. Full board. So guys, let's check EBITDA. That's what I like to see. You have losses here in 2010 anyway. In the past 10 years, it's something that it's increasing. Let's go to the net profit, net income, sorry. So very good numbers here. On the net income, let's go to net profit margin. Something very good here, right, guys? Around 30%. Of course, this ratio here is not going to be increasing always. It's important to be flat, in my opinion, okay? Something very bad would be a decrease for many years, okay? Let's check EPS, earnings per share. It's like a mirror from the profits, right, guys? So I think it's pretty good here. Let's go to the second board. Just a second. No, second board, it's on Brazilian stocks, guys. I'm sorry, Brazilian shares. Anyway, cash, it's something that I like to see. Very good cash here. And net debt over EBITDA, you're going to see that it's zero for many years because the net debt was negative. And here you have something very low. So you can say that this company doesn't have any debt. In the cash flow generation, you can see the free cash is something very good here. And obviously the correlation between capex and operating activity, just to see if the company needs a lot of money to make money, right, guys? For example, 2017 you have 150 million to make $4 billion. So it's pretty safe here. It's something around 5%, 10%. Pretty safe to be a shareholder from this company, in my opinion. Let's see if this company has a payout. Yeah, it has some payout around 50%. So it's a company that likes to pay dividends, right, guys? So this is the summarization of the company in this graphic: net income and stock prices. I believe, guys, if you don't have a good graphic like this one, it doesn't make any sense for a shareholder on the long run. Okay, guys, you have some oscillations here between 2 years, but on the long run, it's increasing, right? And this is the historical return. I think it's good. Anyway, let's give my vote. We don't have anything to see here. Let me give my vote here. Okay, we can put number 5. Good numbers, good graphic, very solid, no comments here. Okay, guys, if you can help me with just one thing here for those who are watching us, can you please see if the connection is okay, if my voice is blocking or if the transmission is blocking sometimes, because my connection here is not so good and I'm testing something. Okay, could you please confirm with me if it's blocking in your houses? Okay, I know there is a delay. I'm gonna wait just a few minutes, but we are gonna keep going, and feel free to ask any questions. Okay, so BlackRock, we are done here. Let's go to Toro. I thought I already talked about this company before, but anyway, let's see. Toro. So it's a company, 33 as a public company, so pretty safe here. Highly consistent profits, highly consistent EPS growth, low leverage or debt-free company. Let's check the comments by Woya. Okay, and here. Something happened with the big comment. Okay, just a second. Let me close here. Okay, a little bit of lag. Okay, now we're going. So it's a company that owns 15 brands. Okay, so it's a lot of things. Here talks about all kinds of brands. Okay, so it's a company that provides equipment for residential purposes and products for professional users, responsible for most of the part of the revenue of the company. Okay, so it's a very diversified company, right, guys? It operates in 125 countries. It's pretty safe here. This is something very good. Okay, let's go to the numbers. Let's go to the full board. consolidated data. I like to see EBITDA, okay, first. So very good here, increase. Net income, it's like a mirror, no comments here. And the net profit margin. So guys, of course, here it's not going to be increasing, but it's flat, right, guys? It's increasing until 2017, decrease a little bit until 2020, but anyway, on the long run, it's kind of flat. So good. EPS, it's like a mirror from the profit, so very good. Let's see cash. That's something that I like to see. Okay, and net debt, I don't like to see on graphic. You have some net debt here over EBITDA, but it's something around 1. So for example, in 1 year, the company is able to honor its debt just with the EBITDA, the operational profits, right guys, the operational income. For generation, the free cash, you have good numbers here. And the capex related to operating activities, it's something around what, 30%, maybe 25%, a little bit, 88 million to make 360 million, right guys? So pretty safe here. If a crisis comes, the company doesn't have to spend too much money to keep making money or keeping its production, right guys? So it's pretty safe here, I believe. Let's see if the company has any payout, something around 30%, but you also have the EPS here increasing. So it's a company that pays some dividends. So, of course, the graphic. This is a very good graphic, right, guys? What do we see here? That on the long run, the stock prices follow the profits. So this is something very interesting company, okay, guys? Let me give my vote. So very interesting company, operates in many countries, which brings a good diversification on geographic revenue. Sorry, guys. So this is my vote on Toro. Okay, let's go to the next one. Next one is gonna be West. Never heard of this company. Let's see if we have any questions here. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Many new people that I never seen here before, so thank you very much for being here, for your participation. And thank God the connection is okay, because I'm receiving some here that some drop frames. Okay, thank you very much. Feel free to ask any questions. So guys, next company is gonna be West. Okay, to be honest, I never heard of this company. Let's go to the, first of all, sorry. IPO from 1988, okay, highly consistent profits, highly consistent EPS growth, low leverage or debt-free company. Let's see the comments by Woya here, just for a second. So it's pharmaceutical services. It's the leader on producing boxes for the components and delivery medications, right guys? Shots and health products. Injection shots, right guys? So West Pharmaceutical is divided on the segment of boxes and delivery. So guys, this is something very interesting to make investments abroad. For example, you don't have a company, you don't have this kind of company here in Brazil, right guys? With public shares. So for example, here in Brazil, you're gonna have a company like Raia Drogasil, for example, that sells medications. Okay, guys. Over there, you're gonna have the drugstore that sells the medication. You're gonna have the provider of the medication. You're gonna have the company that makes the research for the medication. You're gonna have the company that makes the boxes that sells the medication. So guys, the diversification over there, the types of company that you have over there, it's something really amazing in comparison here with Brazil. So it's something very important to start studying and making investments abroad, right, guys? Okay, so let's go to the stock market. Sorry, to the numbers. So here, let's go to the full board. The first thing I like to see is EBITDA. Okay, so very good numbers here, right, guys? Let's go to the net income. Here it's a little bit different than EBITDA. You have some maybe it's not like a mirror on EBITDA, so probably the company has a lot of depreciation and amortization. I'm not sure. We can check it out this a little bit. Let's see the net profit margin. Okay, very good here, over 10%. So it is increasing. Let's see EPS. It's like a mirror from the profits, right, guys? You said 2018 was something out of the curve. But anyway, let's see just if depreciation amortization it is high. Not really. Just a second. EBITDA something around 300, 350, and the net income something around 250. Yes, on the EBITDA it's not something very high anyway. Let's see the financial results as well. Let's see if we have something here. No, we don't. Okay, so let's see cash. So very good numbers here in cash. And the net debt, you have net debt over EBITDA zeros. And since 2015, where are the numbers? 2017. So pretty safe here, guys. No debt at all, right? So free cash, it is increasing. Good numbers on the cash generation. And the capex correlated with the operating activities, it's something around what 40%. For example, 2018, you have 100 million to make to 288 million. So it's something around 30%. There are some years that it's being a little bit better. Okay, I think it's a good correlation. Not like other ones that we've seen here, but okay. Payout, it is a company that doesn't pay many dividends, so probably the company is always expanding its production, reinvesting its profits, right? And we have a good EPS here. Okay, so this is a very good numbers, right, guys? We can see that on 2018 the net income was a little bit out of the curve, but anyway, the market didn't respond, continue to increase, follow the profits on the long run. Okay, the historical of the company is something pretty good here. Very interesting company. Okay, so votes. Very interesting company. Free. Yeah, I could make some. Very interesting company. Okay, guys, I didn't know this one. It is from the health the segment. There are some people who doesn't like it. Anyway, it's your criteria. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Ruth already talked about. Let's go to Amazon. Of course, Amazon. Everybody knows it. So let me click here. Just a second. Alucindos is saying the screen seems cutted. I think that could be the amplification in the browser. Alucindos, yes, because but you guys are not following the information. That's the important thing, okay? Let's see if here it's a little bit better. I don't want you guys to lose the information, okay? Because I want to keep with this window here just to see if there is no problem on the connections, okay? That's why I'm keeping it here. Anyway, let's see if here it's a little better. Make sure you guys are not missing any information from the board that I'm seeing. Iscario is asking, could you analyze corporate marine? It is a small cap, I believe. Just a second. We are here in Okay, we can. It's a company that it's pretty far away on the rating basket, but of course we can analyze it. It's gonna be the next one. Okay, let's go to Amazon. Okay, and then we go to MPX that Scarius asked. So guys, Amazon, what can we say about Amazon? Everyone knows, of course, it's a retail company. We're gonna read a little bit in a couple of seconds. Okay, so IPO from 1997, inconsistent profits, consistent EPS growth, low leverage or debt. Let's see the comments by Woya on Amazon. Just a second. Where is it? Okay. Ally Technology. What is this? I'm sorry, guys. So Amazon, it's the biggest retailer on market value in the United States. Um, it was a little bit bigger than Walmart since 2015. So it's the fourth biggest company of open capital on the internet and with the highest revenue in the world. Okay, so it's e-commerce, right, guys? It's a marketplace. Anyway, you have some other products like the streaming service and the Amazon Prime, which is a little bit like Netflix, right, guys? So it's a very aggressive strategy with the prices and the experience with a unique clientele to make you gotta pay less and receive faster, the faster you can, right? That's the concern of their philosophy. Okay, let's go to the numbers. So full board here, this company is a little bit uh, different to analyze, I believe. So EBITDA, guys, something around 40 billion. It's something incredible, right, guys? Look this curve of increasing on EBITDA. It's something monstrous. Net income, you have some losses here, right? It's a little bit of the part of the strategy of this company. In the beginning, the company wasn't very were more important to give value to the client than to have revenue, to have profit. So it happens sometimes. So let's go to net profit margin. It is something low, around 4%, but for a retail company, it's still pretty good, I think. And taking out those years here, it's something flat, right, guys? A little bit flat. So anyway, let's go to EPS. It's like a mirror from the profits, right? Let's go to cash. So it is a company that has an increase in cash. And let's go to net. It's a company that doesn't have any debt since 2009, guys. So pretty safe here. Okay, so free cash, no comments here. And the capex related to operating activities, what is it? Let's go to 2017. You have 12 billion to make 18 billion. Here you have 13 billion to make 30 billion. So on the past few years, of course, e-commerce is increasing, right, guys? So the company on the last years have an amazing result. And so the capex, it's something around 30%. It was 40%, but pretty safe here, I believe, guys. It's a company that doesn't pay dividends, so it gives return to the shareholder by increasing its value, right, guys? So look at this graphic, something very good, very amazing return since 2014, but on the long run, does the stock price doing? It's falling the net income, right, guys? So something incredible here on the 23 years, right, guys? Pretty safe to be a shareholder from Amazon, I believe. Okay, Bastter.com is a little bit slow. Of course, it could be my connection. So for me, it's number 5, biggest retail company. I'm not gonna put biggest because I don't know if Alibaba is bigger or not. Anyway, it doesn't make any difference. So huge retail company that free low capex for operating activities. So pretty good, guys. pretty safe to be a shareholder of Amazon, in my opinion. Okay, so now let's go to MPX. It's a company that it was asked by Scarius, so we can analyze. So let's go here to the numbers. So it's a company that has an IPO in 2001. It's a company that opened its capital around the .com bubble. So anyway, this is just a comment, okay? So highly consistent EPS growth, highly consistent profits, low leverage or debt-free company. Let's see the comments by Woya a little bit. Okay, so Marine Products Corporation produces boats, fiberglass motors. They are distributed and commercialized through a network of resellers, independents, 107 resellers authorized national and 86 international. Okay. Their products offer includes recreation boats, luxury pop-ups. Okay, so it's a company that builds boats. Okay. Anyway, it's something that you won't be finding here in Brazil, right, guys? Let's go to the numbers, all right? So let's go to the numbers. EBITDA. So of course, if you, like Scario said, it's a small cap. So it's a company, it's a small company, right? With a small capitalization. Anyway, but here are good numbers on the universe of this size of company, right, guys? But anyway, it is increasing. Let's go to net income. It's like a mirror, very good here. Let's go to net profit margin. So it's a company, of course, I don't know anything about the segment. I don't know if 9% of net profit margin, it is good for this segment. Anyway, you have to study a little bit more, maybe to see the competition. Anyway, it's just a comment, but it's increasing, so this is something good. EPS, very good, increasing. Let's go to cash. It's a company that has some cash, and it's a debt-free company, so this is something very important, right, guys, especially for a small cap. Anyway, let's go to cash flow generation of free cash. Good numbers here. And the capex related to the operating activities. It's a company that spent 4 million to make 30 million. It's a company, so it's something around what, 20% maybe, right, guys? So it's a company that doesn't have to spend a lot of money to make money. Okay, payout. It's a company that in the past years it's paying a lot of payout. Okay, something around 60%. This is too much. Well, I'm not saying too much. It's a high payout. Okay, so it's a company that likes to pay a lot of dividends. Maybe it's the strategy of the company to give the return for the shareholders. Anyway, so guys, this is the graphic. The company have a decrease on the profits in 2019 and the market responded, okay, but on the long run it is increasing. So you gotta decide if you like to have this kind of company in your portfolio. Okay, it is a small company. The IPO, it's from 2000 and it's been 11 years, so 19 years, so it's been a lot. Anyway, this is the return of the company. Okay, let me give my vote. Bastter.com is a little bit slow. Okay, guys, I'm gonna put number 4 here. Debt free and low capex. Why did I put number 4? It's just because anyway, I don't feel very comfortable so far. Okay, I can change my mind later, but so far I prefer to be a shareholder of companies that has a little bit more a structure, I believe. Okay, I'm this conservative regarding to be a shareholder of a company. Okay, but of course, good numbers, debt-free company, and low capex. Anyway, good cash generation as well. This was the vote for MPX. Let's see if there's any other questions. Scarius, I hope you saw this analysis, okay? Now it's up to you to continue the study. So guys, next company, Align. I'm not sure if I already talked about this company. No, I haven't. So this is our last company, okay guys? So this is gonna be the last company of the day. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to do it, okay? And then we are gonna come back. We're gonna come back here for the questions and later on for the end of the chat, all right? So Align Technology. First thing, it's from 2001, also Align Technology. I believe it's a tech company and capital on the .com bubble. Okay, guys. In the future, I'm gonna make a chat talking about the bubble from 2000, the .com bubble. And guys, I believe from 40% that the tech companies they open its capital on those between 1990 and 2002, 40% of the company went bankrupt. Okay, guys. So this is something very incredible for the time. We are gonna talk about this bubble next month. Okay, maybe not the next chat, but the last. Okay. So guys, Align Technology, and let's see the comments by Woya here. What does this company do? It's a producer of digital scanners, 3D, okay? And I don't know this word in English. Anyway, helps professional. Okay, so helps dentists to reach clinical results, expected clinical results, and offer dental options for their patients. Okay, so it's something very specific, right, guys? Interesting here. So dental, besides the health factor, it's very associated to aesthetic as well. Okay, let's go to the numbers. Let's go to the numbers here. Full board. So guys, EBITDA increasing, very good. Net income increase as well, 2020 something out of the curve, but here 2019, right? It is increasing. Net profit margin, something happened in 2020 here. Of course, the accountability it's a little bit different, but anyway, here you have something flat, around 20% of margin, something very good. And EPS increasing as well from, for example, something around here 1 to 5 in 2019, so very good here. Let's see cash, very good. And net debt over EBITDA, doesn't have any debt. Okay, moving on, we go to cash, free cash here, good numbers. And the capex related to the FCO is something around 30%, maybe 50, 40%. Okay, so this company spends a little bit more money. Okay, 2019 was something very good. 148 million to make 700 million, something around 25%, right? A quarter. The multiples, it's a company that doesn't pay any dividends. Okay, so it's always reinvest its profits or repurchasing the shares, right? And this is the graphic. It's a company that has a very like a peak since 2012. Okay, probably it's the company that have a lot of trouble maybe on the to recovery from the crash from the bubble on .com bubble on the early year 2000, right, guys? But later on, some good return, I believe, here on the past 10 years, right, guys? So good numbers. Let me give my vote. I'm gonna give number 4. I don't like very much of this health segment, but anyway, it is very good numbers. Uh, very interesting. So, confirm vote. So guys, this is our last company of the day. Let's see if we have. You're welcome, Scarius. If we don't have any other questions, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to ask the last questions you guys want. So I would like to talk about, to end this chat, guys, the book that was recent released, published by me. Okay, you guys can come here in Cultural. Okay, you guys can come here in free books. All the books, if you are a subscriber of Bastter.com, you have many free books that was written by the consultants and of course by Bastter and Millie. And if you come on the last page, you're gonna see the book that I published last month. Okay, Financial Education for Teenagers. It's for teenagers who are in high school, but of course, it's a interesting reading for the adults as well. Okay, it's a very easy writing. Okay, guys, very easy lecture reading. And if you guys are interested and you read or you're gonna read or you have already read, if you could come in Amazon to give your evaluation, okay, it's gonna be very important. The evaluation here, of course, you can purchase. You're gonna be helping me a lot more, but for the Bastter.com subscribers, it is for free, and I ask you guys to make the evaluation here. Okay, so guys, this is what I have you for today. Let's see if you have any questions. Okay guys, I forgot to say, let me come here. Guys, we are trying to build a platform to have a conversation room here in Bastter.com. Okay guys, so last Sunday we made last Sunday we made a pilot test conversation room over Discord, which is a software that allows you to give lectures for the students. Anyway, we made a conversation on Discord. It was very interesting. It was between 4 people, okay, talking about themselves and how they discover Bastter.com. If you check this topic here, you're gonna understand what I am talking about. Okay, so the idea here is for you guys to improve your speaking abilities, right, guys? And of course, listening. Here, you guys are listening only myself. Okay, I have a type of accent. I have a speaking speed, right, guys? Each person are gonna speak English different, right, guys? So our goal here is if we can build these conversation rooms, and in the future we are probably gonna have Discord is inside here in Bastter.com. Okay, guys. So this is what Gustavo is trying to do, and in the next week we are gonna have some news about this. Okay, guys. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you next Monday. Okay, our next chat it's gonna be Monday, June 1st. June 1st. Oops. 1st at 7 p.m. Okay. Thank you very much, and I see you then. Bye bye.